Good morning, everyone. Welcome to What's Up Wednesday. I hope everybody's having a fabulous day today. Everybody had a great Valentine's Day and all of that stuff. So welcome. My name is Erin, and today we're going to be focusing on pre-qualification letters for agent marketing. So it's kind of a two-part series that we're going to be doing today. So one is I'm going to show you on an agent level how to request a pre-qualification. And if you're sponsored by a lender, then it will send it to the lender underneath you. You can also partner up with a lender in our system if you're not being sponsored and you're kind of doing your own thing as an agent. And when you partner up with a lender, then it will notify them of the pre-qualification letter, and then they can create it and get it back to you. So we'll be going through the pre-qualification process and kind of showing you how to use it and how to have it become beneficial for you. So the pre-quals are a great little way to, help with the buying process. Having people pre-qualified, it really just kind of helps a little bit, speeds up the process. So we do generate a really cool pre-qualification letter and have that available. So we're going to be focusing on that. Part one of it is setting up the agent pre-qualification portion, and then as part two, we'll do the lender side of it. And then we'll go back into the agent account, and I'll show you how it works once the lender has approved the pre-qualification. So just to let you know a couple things that we're working on, we're going to have a new personal website template. It's going to be our layout 10. So we're finishing up some things on that, and we'll have that available. I'll show it to you once we have that going. Another thing that we're working on, we're finishing up the neighborhood watch. We are just working on some templates and kind of making sure everything's streamlined on that. So we'll have that available too soon, and as soon as we're done with that, I'll let you know. Some things that we released last week, we have the task plans now available, and that's going to be under the Leads tab and under task plans. So that goes within the CRM, and for agents, you can really utilize that the best way, creating a task plan, whether you're going to be doing it as a listing agent or you're going to be doing it as a buyer's agent, and then also kind of just doing some other type of task plans too. So those can be set up and used in the system. And then I think that's all I have right now. So we're just kind of working on some things, kind of updating some things. I know somebody had asked the other day if the squeeze pages can be mobile friendly. They actually now are mobile friendly. We had that done a few weeks ago, so that's been a huge relief for a lot of you. I know you were pushing to have those done, so I'm glad those are working for everyone. So if you have any suggestions, anything you want to learn about for What's Up Wednesday and future topics, definitely let me know. I'm always here to ask questions or answer questions for you. If you have suggestions, things you want to learn about in the future, just let me know, and I can go ahead and get those on the list of kind of some to-dos to talk about. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with our topic. So again, we're going to focus on the pre-qualification letters and getting those going in the system. So right now, I'm going to go log in as one of my agents here. And I do apologize. We had like a little mini power outage this morning, and so our system's running a little slow. My computer, is running a little bit slow. So if we run into a little bit of a speed bump, I apologize. It was kind of weird. It just flickered, and so things have been a little slow this morning. So just a little heads up on that. Hopefully everything goes smoothly, but just wanted to let you know. Okay, so under the agent marketing account for an agent, you'll see here that you have an option for partner points. If you're already sponsored by a mortgage partner, they will automatically be your lender here. If you are working on your own and you do not have any partners, select a mortgage partner. When you select a mortgage partner, it kind of gives you the benefit of working with a lender, so you can actually click on Add New here. And when you click on Add New, it will give you a list of different industries that you can choose from. Because I already have a mortgage person on here, it won't let me select another one, so you can only select one partner per level or per industry. So say that I was going to select a title rep or a title person. Once you select that industry, it will populate with all of the title people within your area. So you would select mortgage and then find a lender within your area that you want to partner up with. So once you partner up with them, it will notify the sponsor. Lenders, when you do get that notification that an agent has partnered up with you, I would definitely reach out and introduce yourself. Basically with the partnering, it just kind of allows you to work together with the pre-quals and some of the other features that we have in the system. So as an agent, once you've partnered up with a lender, this is where it's going to come in handy for the pre-qualifications. Under your leads tab, what you would want to do is make sure you have this client specifically under your clients tab already. So then we can go to pre-quals here. And when I go to pre-quals, it says there's no pre-qual request on file. So I want to start a new one. I want to go ahead and get a pre-qualification letter generated for my client. So what I can do is I can click on Add New, and then I would type in my client's name. So it would need to make sure that there's somebody in the system already. So I can go ahead and click on the client that I want to use. I'm just going to use myself for an example here. So we'll go ahead and choose that client and hit Go. What it's going to do now is it's going to fill out this information here. So it will say first name, last name, email address, and then phone number. And I can hit Submit. So when I hit Submit, it says the pre-qualification request has been submitted. Your LO has been sent a text with the details. So instantly, I just got a text message because I'm the lender, and I know that my agent, Angie, is requesting a pre-qualification letter. So what I would want to do now is I'm going to go in as a lender. So as an agent, you just kind of wait now until your lender has the pre-qualification done. So as a lender, I would go into my lender account and I got my notification. So when I'm as a lender, I can go to my leads tab and go to pre-quals. So now when I'm under pre-quals, what I can do is I can actually get this client set up to make sure that they're pre-qualified. So you'll see here on 2/15, my agent, Angie agent, requested to have a pre-qualification done for this person. So here you can see the status. You can go through and edit. You can view once you've gone through and edit the pre-qualification, and you can choose to delete at any time. So I'm going to go through and I want to edit this pre-qualification here. So what I can do here is I'll see the client information, and I can go through and I can see the pre-qualification details. So the status gives you whether it's in waiting period, whether it's been approved or declined. This is going to be for your agent to really just kind of see the status. So if you have it in waiting status, agents, you may want to reach out to your lender and say, hey, did you happen to see that I sent a pre-qualification over to you? If they haven't responded within a day or so, I would definitely reach out to them. So from here, once you get them pre-qualified, you can go through and enter in the maximum for the loan amount. You can choose to do the loan type. You can choose to do the length, the rate, and then you can also enter in their credit score. Now for the pre-qualification letters, you'll see here that there's some different information here for the pre-qualification and then the stipulation. So we'll say for this person specifically, we're going to go through and we're going to approve them. And we'll say that they were approved for $500,000 here. And then we can do a loan type. So you can do whichever loan. So I don't know much about loans, so we'll just do an FHA. And then we can say it's a 30-year. And I'm not sure what an average rate is, so we'll just leave that blank. And then I can say that the credit score is going to be, we'll say they're at 750. So they were approved, and then here you can go through and you can give the pre-qualification. So we can say that we're going to go ahead and do, well, if we do a conventional loan, so we'll do conventional. I can spell here. And then we'll go ahead and do pre-approval letter conventional. So then here you can choose on the different pre-qualification stipulations. So you can do based on the information. All of these information can be changed and can be customized too. So this will be something that you'll be able to utilize as well and kind of change these if needed. So we'll go ahead and hit save here. And so now this pre-qualification has been saved and the agent has been notified that this pre-qualification letter has been changed and kind of fixed up here. Now what you can do too, when you go through and edit, obviously you're going to need to reach out to this person and kind of get some more information as the loan officer to be able to get them pre-approved. So that's why we put the contact information here, so you can reach out to them to get more information, to get their financial info, to get them pre-approved. So we do put the client information on here for you to be able to reach out to them. So you have that done, and then I believe, so once we have this all done here, you will have an option to go in and view the actual letter, so you can print this off, and it does give you an option to put in a street address. So we can say that they're interested in buying 123 Main Street. and we can hit go here. So now we have this pre-approval letter generated. So it has the date on here, pre-approval letter, and then to whom it may concern, and then it has this information on here. You can also change this info. So to get to the pre-qualification option to where you can change the letters and kind of go through the setup, you'll see here in the right-hand corner under the loan officer level account, you have a setup option. When you go through the setup, I recommend going through here because we do create those letters for you, so you can go through and change the letters if you want to. You can create your own letters. And then also you can go through and add or change the stipulations. So if you have certain loans that you want to use, you can go through and change that information. There's also the header you can change. So if you want to change this to be something a little bit different, to not say pre-approval letter, or if you want to change this sentence to, you can go through and customize and change that. And then also you have your signature here. So I probably want to have my office number on here, so I would put that information on here. So this has been updated. We'll automatically populate your logo on here, but you can also go through and customize and change this too at any time. So you would hit save, and then it goes through and saves all of the content. So again, to get this information as a lender, you go through the setup option here under pre-qualification. So you'll see setup. So now as the agent got notified that the client has been pre-approved. So now we can go back as an agent. So say I'm Angie agent now. I got notified that my pre-qualification letter has been approved by my lender. So I can go back into my leads tab and go to pre-quals. And I can see here, okay, awesome, my lender approved. So now I can view this at any time, and I can choose to change the loan amount. So they were approved for $500,000, but say that the asking price of the house maybe was only $350,000. So obviously I wouldn't want to put that they were approved for $500,000 if the asking price is only $350,000. You might want to do a little bit less to maybe get a better offer on the home. But you can also have this have it say anything you want within that maximum 500,000 or whatever the person was approved for. And then you can choose to put in the street address. So on the actual pre-qualification letter, it will have the street address on there. So I'll show you what it looks like with it and without it. So when we hit go, it generates the letter. So we'll say Aaron Olson is pre-approved for a residential loan in the amount of $500,000 with a credit score of 750 for the property located at 123 Main Street. So that's the property details that we put in. And then it says this qualification is based on a 30-year conventional mortgage not to exceed blah, blah, blah interest rate. So it says this is a standard pre-qualification. Then it has your, if you're the lender, it has your information as the lender on here saying that this person has been pre-approved. So if you wanted to not put the address in there and say you want to just do a general pre-approval letter without an address, you can do it without, and then it will just say that Aaron was approved for this residential loan in the loan amount, and then it has the credit score. It should have a period after that, so we can fix that within our letters too. So this is something that you can use on an actual pre-approval base, working with agents underneath you as a lender. Or if you're an agent, again, you can choose to partner up with a lender. If you go to your dashboard tab and then go to your partners. So if you do not have a mortgage partner, I recommend going through and selecting a mortgage partner, so that way once you have a mortgage partner, then they would get notified if you put in a pre-qualification. Now, just so you know, in order to do a pre-qual, you have to have the client added into the system. So the client does have to be under your leads tab. It has to be somebody that you have in here as your actual client. So you would need to make sure that you have them in. And then once you have them in, then the pre-qualification letters can be created and used. So as a lender, it tells you which agent is requesting it, and then it has all of the client information, so then you can reach out to the client and get their financial information, or maybe call the agent. If the agent requested it, you can always call the agent, get some more information from the agent, and then you can always reach out to that client too to get them pre-approved. So however you're more comfortable doing it, if you'd rather just reach out to the client directly, or if you wanted to call the agent prior and just be, you know, I noticed that you put in a pre-qual, I wanted to just get a little more information, and then you can do your pre-qualification. So the pre-qual letters are pretty easy, pretty good to generate, pretty simple, nothing too crazy. So it's a good thing to have to do the pre-qualifications. It makes it easy for the agent and kind of has it available. So I'll go ahead and open it up for questions on the pre-qualifications or anything that I can answer about these. Sorry, I'm just reading through some of the questions here. So I know as an agent, you like to work with multiple lenders, multiple inspectors and stuff like that. We only allow you to have one per industry, just because with the partners, if you have 5 different loan officers, we wouldn't know who to send that information to. So I would just select to have your one lender that you work with kind of side by side for agent marketing as an agent. And if that lender is sponsoring you, then that lender would show up as your mortgage partner automatically. Let's see. So there was a question, can we add local partners if there are none in our area? So if you wanted to have, like, say your loan officer become a partner, they would just have to give us a call and then we can go ahead and get them started with our partner package that they can do in our system. So that's something that's pretty easy and pretty simple to get going. They would just have to give us a call. I'm not sure the cost, but if they're a loan officer and they want to do the partner package, they just give us a call and then we can give them the pricing that's needed. Let's see. Sorry, just reading through some of these. So on the lender letters, that would be something, so the lender can go through and they can customize their pre-qualification letters. So as a lender, you can go into your setup options here for the actual pre-qualifications. So I'm logged in now as a lender. So as a lender, you go to your pre-qualifications and you go to the little setup option here. When you click on setup, you can go through and you can make the letters more detailed, more in-depth if you choose. It's really kind of doing something a little more in-depth and something that you can customize. We do just do some pretty short generic letters for you, so you can always go through and you can you know, kind of make them more in-depth or more custom to your style of loans that you do. And so have fun with the letters. I mean, make it to more of what you're looking for. If you ever want to go back and use the default letters that we provide for you, you just have to click default and then it goes back to what we provide for you for the actual loan letters. Let's see. Now, as a lender looking for realtors, the partners are only going to be for the agents being able to partner up with a higher level industry. So if you're kind of looking for some agents or you have your agents that you work with but they're not in the system, I would recommend adding them into the system so then they're able to utilize the pre-qualification letters and some of the other features we have. Any other questions I can answer for you about the pre-qualification letters or any of that stuff? Just to give you a reminder, there was a question asking if the YouTube or if the What's Up Wednesday videos are recorded. They are on our YouTube channel here, so we have our youtube.com that you can go to. It's under What's Up Wednesday, so we have all of these past What's Up Wednesdays. Next week, we're going to be focusing on the YouTube videos and kind of using YouTube as a way to market the listings. So if you're interested in attending, definitely attend for the YouTube videos and getting more information on that. I am going to post a link for the YouTube channel in the chat box right now. So feel free to pull up the little link in the chat box and use that as a way to kind of go back through and listen to some of the past What's Up Wednesday recordings and stuff like that. So you have that as an option. So with that being said, are there any other questions I can answer? Again, next week we're going to focus on YouTube videos and use that as an option. Anything I can answer? Anything? All right. Well, it looks like that's it for questions. So if there's anything we can help with or if you have any suggestions or any questions I can answer for you, feel free to reach out to me directly. You can email me, Erin, E-R-I-N, @agentmarketing.com. So feel free to reach out. I can answer any questions you may have and help with anything. I'm always here to help. Next week, YouTube videos will show you how to get the automation set up for YouTube and kind of use that. If you have questions about our partner plans, give us a call. You can call our support hotline number. That's at the top of our website, and you can ask for Liz. The partner packages would include if you're a lender, if you're title rep, anything like that. For agents, you can go through and you can select to partner up with different people within the industry. So if you have any questions on that, just let us know. I hope everybody has a great rest of your week. Have a great Wednesday, and we'll see you next Wednesday for YouTube videos. Thanks so much. Have a great day, everyone.